Hi, my name is Bob Roshlow. I'm a board member at Ruth's House, which is a thrift shop in Haverhill that provides clothing free of charge to people in need. For the couple of months with this pandemic, we were closed, and then we had our staff come in and do a very deep cleaning of the store. Then by appointment, we started taking care of people in need, not open to the public. And now we're finally open to the public. You have to wear a mask when you come in. And we have a new executive director, which is Amy Smith-Bowden. And say hello, Amy.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Okay, what are some of the most successful programs and why?
Well, we have two programs. I would call them the most successful programs, and one overlaps the other. They're both clothing related. The primary program is the clothing voucher program. The second one is elderly coats. The clothing voucher program is provided to people in need, people who meet a threshold of need. They need to present some form of state assistance, and that can be mass health, fuel assistance, food stamps, or disability. When they present state aid, they are given a clothing voucher worth $50 to use in the thrift store. With that $50, they are given the opportunity to get clothing for one season. In other words, every 4 months, an individual is given the opportunity to come in and get clothing. And it's not $50 per family. It is, in fact, $50 per individual. So every individual gets to receive clothing for that season. The elderly coat program is exactly what it sounds like. It is a new winter coat provided to elders of Greater Merrimack Valley. Most of the elders are, in fact, from Haverhill, and they are also allotted hats, gloves, and scarves to go with that winter coat.
My understanding is the average price is $2 to $5 for the clothing.
You are absolutely correct. The clothing on our thrift store sales floor is priced at $2. We want our clients and customers to be able to afford clothing outside of their free clothing voucher. The vouchers provide, again, clothing for one season. So once every 4 months, they come in and get that $50 voucher. In between that time, we'd like for them to be able to supplement their wardrobe, and that is, we feel, a reasonable price to go shopping, where all items of clothing are at $2. We do have a couple of racks of clothing, boutique clothing, which is priced currently at $5.
Okay. And my understanding, the day that they're in there to use their voucher, they can buy other items for 20% off that same day.
Every client, when they come in for their appointment to get their free $50 worth of clothing, they do get 20% off all kitchen goods and household goods. Our thrift store, the goods are reasonably priced to begin with. However, this is an extra incentive or an extra bonus to our clients. They get 20% off. What they find, there are different pots and pans, tins, bakeware, coffee makers. All of these items can be purchased that day of their appointment at additional 20% off.
Sounds great. What are the areas of opportunity for your organization, and what could you do better?
Well, there are several areas of opportunity for Ruth's House. The greatest area of opportunity for Ruth's House is currently in sales in the thrift store. The thrift store currently is about $100,000 in sales a year, and given the quality of goods, we have some fine items that are being sold on the sales floor, both in domestics and housewares and homewares and in clothing. Given the quality of goods that are for sale, I honestly believe that the sales can increase from 100,000 to I don't know what, but they can be greatly increased. Another opportunity for Ruth's House is in volunteer. We have many opportunities for volunteers to come in and see that just volunteering one day a week, a simple 2 or 3 hours, makes an enormous benefit to the bottom line of Ruth's House. It's important to know that without the volunteers, Ruth's House would not exist. It simply would not exist tomorrow. We have some people who come in one day a week for 2 hours. We have some people who come in twice a week. And Ruth's House is entirely and wholly dependent upon not just goods that are donated and not just fantastic community donors that provide financial donations, which are imperative, but also on the hands-on work that provide the day-to-day operations. And another area of opportunity for Ruth's House would be, I think, a crossover from donors and customers, that we don't have a lot of I don't believe that we have a lot of crossover from people who are donating goods at the back area of the warehouse and the receiving. They're not coming in the front door to shop some of the fun and high-end articles that we receive. I think it would be a nice idea for many of the people who are donating goods to see some of the fun and fine items that other people are donating as well. And we could get a crossover between some of our donors and our shoppers. And again, between some of our shoppers and our donors. There's a lot of opportunity for Ruth's House.
Is there anything that you wish more people knew about your organization or the issues that you're trying to achieve?
Well, things that I wish more people knew about Ruth's House is how many people are affected by our programs. Last year alone, Ruth's House clothed close to 2,500 individuals. Almost 800 of those were infants and children, and a large number were seniors. There are many people in need across Merrimack Valley, and again, especially Haverhill. Many, many people in need. Something else I wish that people knew about Ruth's House is, again, the diversity of quality goods that we get in. It is quite fun to see what comes in and what goes out the door. It's an interesting cross-section of donor and client, and it's an exciting thing to see and to be a part of.
Yeah, I would think with the high unemployment, the need will be greater than ever this year than even in the past.
The need has been great. The need has been great, but also in this time of Corona, we've jokingly called it Corona clean-out. A lot of people with their being isolated and stuck in their home have taken to evaluating what it is they're using and what it is they are not using and think that other people can benefit from. And so in their evaluation and in their self-containment, I suppose, they are thinking, well, we're not using this, but other families can use this. And so we're getting some basic items, and again, I go back to coffee pots and kitchenwares, things that are fundamental but are often overlooked. Toaster ovens, waffle irons. Our donors have been brilliant, and Corona has not slowed down the not the growth. Corona has not slowed down the giving of Merrimack Valley.
Yeah, one thing to point out between, all donations and Corona is all of our donations go into quarantine when they come in. And then after a period of time, then they're, sorted, priced, and put out on the floor.
Thank you for bringing
So that everything, we're very big on sanitation. Matter of fact, if you do pop into the store and want to look around, you have to wear a mask. But if you feel like bringing hand sanitizers or gloves or masks and donating them to us, we always need them. That's always a good thing. What are your most urgent needs?
Our most urgent needs, as with all small to medium-sized nonprofit, is donations, and that can be money, which is, of course, welcome. That can be your household goods, linens, sheets, towels, kitchenware, clothing, or that could be time. Those are our most urgent needs, and that is a never-ending need. As you just stated, we do have a need for sanitation equipment, gloves, masks, hand sanitizer. Our need is never ending for household goods and for volunteers and for money. That is a consistent, constant need that we have.
What would make the greatest difference in helping your organization get better at what it does?
The greatest difference in helping our organization get better
Yep.
would be a consistent volunteer base. I don't know how to stress this enough, that having a consistent volunteer base is the best thing we possibly have. We have people who show up energetic, ready to serve, day in, day out. They bring energy, they bring sometimes baked goods for the team. They do not let us down, and that is the reason Ruth's House has been in existence for 28 years. People are giving back to the community, and these are people you may never see when you walk in the front door at Ruth's House. However, it is these volunteers who are working the donations, who are working behind the scenes, that allow Ruth's House to serve, again, up to 2,500 individuals.
Okay. If I wanted to get to know the organization better, what are the best ways to learn more?
To know Ruth's House better, you can visit our website, which is ruthshouse.org. There's lots of information on there. Or if you are more hands-on, we, again, welcome you to come to the thrift store and shop, or come to the thrift store and donate your time. I recommend donating your time in the receiving, and you can actually see the goods that are donated and see the level of quality of goods that are donated and what actually makes it to the sales floor and what does not make the cut and does not make it to the sales floor. So there's several different ways to see how Ruth's House operates.
And as a board member, I can state that if you're part of an organization that would like to know more, one of our board members, myself or Barbara probably, will come to your organization and do a little talk to tell you about it, because it's a very worthwhile organization and we're all proud to be part of it. How can I get more involved?
Well, we'd like for you to either visit the website and send a request, which comes directly to me, or call the store and ask to speak to me. Again, my name is Amy. I'm the executive director, and I am in charge of staffing the store to see it into its near future. Please reach out, and Barbara or me will get back in touch with you as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay, Ruth's House is located at 111 Lafayette Square in Haverhill, which is right on Route 97. And they are closed on Sunday and Monday. Donations are accepted Wednesday through Saturday. They start the donations at 10 in the morning, and what time do they close? At 4?
The store closes at 5 and donations close at 4.
Okay, so I had that right. I usually am an early bird, so I'm there, right there at 9 or 10. So donations accepted between 10 and 4 on Wednesday through Saturday. They're closed Sunday, Monday, and they use Tuesday to organize donations that came in on Saturday. So please remember Ruth's House. Shop there, donate time or money or goods to us. We appreciate everything you can to help. Thank you.